And we give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakat Kudash, double honors to the apostles that rule well. Salutations to the brothers in the corner of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity. The name of this video is Russia-Ukraine War. Millions could die globally from wheat shortage. Egypt warns. Hey, Tawada Art for sending this video. You know who you are, bro. I'm not going to call no names. Hey, Tawada for sending this video, man. All right. I'm going to read this article and we're going to correlate it with the scriptures. Right. Egypt. Right. Egypt has been hit particularly hard by the wheat shortage as it is the world's biggest importer of the grain. Increase in food prices triggered by Russia war in Ukraine could kill millions of people globally. Egypt finance minister has cautioned, echoing warning made by the UN and G7 countries over the worldwide wheat shortage. Mohammed Ma'it expressed concern regarding food insecurities around the world in an interview with Financial Times in London, while insisting that Egypt has enough wheat to last until the end of the year. Ukraine and Russia are among the biggest producers and exporters of wheat, corn, cooking oil, and global supplies of which have been threatened since Russia 24 February invasion. This is something. This is something that we have to be very careful about. Ma'it said, "We will feel shame if we find that millions of people are dying because of food insecurity. They are not responsible for that. They didn't go. They didn't do anything wrong." Ma'it comments come days after UN Security General Antonio Guterres warned that the Ukraine conflict risked plunging tens of millions into famine. Global hunger levels are at a new high, said Guterres. In addition to Russian invasion of Ukraine, the issues of climate control and the sea, Duosinove, right? Pan, and so on and so on. I don't want I don't want to read these words because they could suspend my page, right? Which have compounded a crisis that could last for years, he warned. The last week, G7 countries launched a global alliance for food security with the World Bank to coordinate to short-term response that would avert famine. Egypt has been hit particularly hard by the wheat shortage, as it is the world's biggest importers of the grain, with Russia and Ukraine having been its biggest supplier before the war. The Egyptian government runs a large-scale subsidies bread program that almost 70 million people depend on it. That's right. Right. So now going to Second Kings, right? Let me read something real quick. Second Kings 20:25, right? And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass head were sold for 4 pieces of silver, and for a part of calf of dove dung for 5 pieces of silver. Right. So the ass head were sold for 4 pieces of silver, and the dove shit was sold for 5 pieces of silver. Hey, that's how bad it's gonna get out here. The scripture said there's nothing new under the sun, right? You know, as you keep reading, two women had agreements that, hey, if we cook your boy today, we cook my child tomorrow, right? So that's how bad it's going to get, man. Hey, read the story. Read Second Kings chapter 6. All right. They go elaborate of what happened during famine time, right? And there's nothing new under the sun that's going to happen again. Because these niggas out here love their MSG. They love their meat. They can't do without their meat. Every meal they have, they gotta have meat, right? So what they gonna do? They gonna eat they sons and their daughters. That's how bad it's gonna get out here in Babylon the Great, right? Because these niggas got to have meat, all right? In the ancient world, we didn't eat meat every day. We only ate meat during our feasts and so on. Our feasts, when we come together on our feast days and so on, that's when we had meat. All right, but on a regular day, we really have meat. We incorporated a vegan and vegetarian diet on a regular. All right, when feasts come in, that's when we'll butcher up the cows, the goats, and so on. Right, but the kings back then in the ancient world was eating a lot of meat back then, but they had the most health issues. They had the most health issues back then, right? Not the peasants, not the one that was cultivating the land and so on. They was working hard, right? Of course, they had more blood flow back then too, right? But that's neither here nor there. This is a scripture right here I like to bring out. This is a Lamentation 4 verse 9. All right. King James Bible version. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. All right. So I'm going to read the New International Version. Those killed by the sword are better off than those who die of famine. Racked with hunger, they waste away for the lack of food from the field. That's right, man. It's better to die with the sword than to die of famine, because you slowly pining away. You slowly pining away. Your body eating itself from the inside out, right? And that's not a good feeling to die of starvation. That's not a good feeling. But hey, Tawada Yahweh, we put our trust in Him. The Most High said His servant's going to eat and we going to drink. So we ain't worrying about nothing, because we have that key, that main ingredient, which is faith. We have faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yeshua. We got faith that He gonna provide and take care of us when all hell break loose, when they eat their sons and their daughters out here in these streets, man. All right, we have trust, because the scripture said the just shall live by what? The just shall live by faith. So that's what we're gonna put our trust in, man. Yahweh B'Shem Yeshua, man. So once again, the name of this video is Millions Could Die Globally from Wheat Shortage, Egypt War. All hell is about to break loose in this place, man. All hell is about to break loose. And these are very exciting times we living in. All right, y'all brothers, keep putting your prayers up, yo. Fast. Yeah, let your supplication, let your requests be known on to Yahweh B'Shem Yashai, so we can get the hell out of here. So our power, our Redeemer, our redemption could come and rescue us from the hands of our enemies, man. All right, so hey, I'll see you on the next video. Death to America, death to Esau, 2/3 and the heathens. See you on the next video. Shalom, Barakatah, B'Shem El Shai.